What up? Jericho Green here once again to savage those ear holes to get to your mind. In the news again, your boy Tiger Woods, the greatest golfer of all time. Of course, after his tournament, the press had to do it. They had to ask him, "So, Tiger, what do you think about the president?" And Tiger gave a good answer. He gave a good businessman like answer. He said basically, you have to respect the office no matter who's in it. You know, it's all about respecting the office and the title that he holds. And he's been friends with Trump for years, like a lot of people. But nobody gave a shit until 2016. All these rappers, Snoop and the like, coming out saying how racist Trump is and making all these stupid ass videos. You weren't saying that for the last 20 years when you were saying how you were Trump of the ghetto and I'm the black Trump and Trump this and Trump that. But all of a sudden, overnight, he's a fucking racist. And of course, the usual demo rap plantation slave dogs were let loose on Tiger Woods. Most notably, The Root, which is one of the most fucking racist websites ever. I don't give a fuck if it's ran by black people for black people. Racism is fucking racism. But because of that stupid ass double standard we have, you let the dumb little black kids get away with whatever they want. They're not held to the same standard as anybody else because they're black. It's not their fault. They had to deal with slavery. No, we fucking didn't. Nobody alive right now was a slave. Well, they had to deal with Jim Crow and being sprayed with water hoses. That was 50, 60 fucking years ago, all right? And the people went through that, so we have it better now. So to sit there and say that it's the same is a slap in their fucking face. But of course, Trump the evil one. So if you're and the Huffington Post said another thing that pissed me off. It said people of color have felt threatened by Donald Trump. Who the fuck feels threatened by Donald Trump? Who is living their life Anne Frank style since November of 2016? Any people of color? And fuck that phrase, people of color. You're a person. Why is the color the first and most important thing about you? So what? I'm a different color than you. That doesn't mean I'm different on the inside. But if you are a person with some tint to your skin, you better not say anything nice about Trump or conservatives. You better keep your colored ass on the plantation where you belong. And if you take one step off that plantation, we're going to send the dogs after you to tear your ass up. And another person who I spoke about in my very first video, Max Kellerman. You beta male, white liberal, piece of shit. You racist piece of shit. Because again, he's coming to the rescue of those dumb, poor colored people. Saying that Tiger Woods made a stupid comment disguised as a smart comment. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly what that dumbass said. But that's basically it. Again, he's being, the good white liberal that he's supposed to be. White liberals are the worst thing to happen to black people since slavery. I'll say that every video if I have to. When you lower the standard, you have these double standards where everybody else can be held accountable. And if anybody else says anything mildly racist, they're thrown on the coals. But if you're black, it's okay. They can do that. They had it rough for a little bit. They can do that. That's a bunch of bullshit. All right? It's an even playing field now in America. It doesn't matter what color you are. If it's so bad for black people and we can't get ahead and everything we do, has to be taken with a grain of salt because, that's my son, then how come people can come from another country where they're shitting in a hole in the ground with no shoes, where all their belongings are inside of a Gatorade bottle because it's waterproof for when the flash floods come through the fucking village? How do they get here and in 20 years their kids are in Ivy League schools and they have businesses and money to leave behind for them? Are you saying they're smarter than black Americans? Is that what you're saying? What are you saying? Because to me it sounds like some racist bullshit. And of course, the usual, Tiger's a coon, he's a sellout, he's an Uncle Tom, blah, blah. Man, come up with some new shit. You assholes on the left got about 4 insults for black folks who don't think like your demo rat slave ass. Come out with something new. Heard this shit 1,000 times today alone. But again, you say anything and he didn't even say Trump. He was just talking about the office. It's like when you're in the military and you're walking down the street or you're at a post at the gate, into an entrance to a base or something. When an officer drives by, there's a sticker in their window and you salute. It doesn't matter if the officer inside of the car is in uniform, out of uniform. It's that sticker, it's that rank that you're respecting and you're saluting. You're showing respect to the rank that he holds, not that person. That person can be a piece of shit, but you're respecting their rank. So it's the same for the president, the office of the president. You respect the office. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with saying that? What did you expect him to say? You expect him to get on the bandwagon and start trashing Trump like everybody else? He doesn't have a problem with them. So what? Everybody doesn't need to have a fucking problem with the president. If he does, that's his homie. Whatever. Who cares? But of course, here come the racists. Here comes Max Kellerman's dumbass. I'm not even going to speculate how he got that scar in his mouth, but I think we can. I think we know how. His mouth wasn't wide enough. Anyway, they're at it again, y'all. The left attacking bullshit, reaching. They have nothing. If you think you're going to win in November on some Trump's a racist asshole, I'm sorry. People are smarter than that. And I think even some of the people coming out saying all this stupid ass shit against him, when it comes to the privacy of that voting booth, that ballot box, you know what you're going to do. You know this country's doing well, and you want it to continue. And I will continue to handle the left. I try to leave them alone, but they won't let me. Hit me up, Twitter, follow me, at Green_Jericho, PayPal/Green for Green. I'm Jericho Green. I'm out.